What is going on, guys? Pomson87 here, and I'm back with another F1 2015 video. Well, 2014 cars. I didn't think I'll be doing any more videos or any more pure gameplay on this game, but here we are. This is an online race as well with a few other people, and I got invited to a sort of social league race, I think for the F1 League, by Gorsh Crab, who is F1 season build-up and news. I think last Saturday it was on the weekend of the Hockenheim Grand Prix, which is why we were doing Hockenheim, obviously the track. The reason why this video took so long to get now is because I was ill that weekend, and even now my voice is still a bit gravelly. I'm still a little ill, so you might notice it in commentary. And well, excuses for this gameplay before you see the rest of it. I was a bit rusty this game, obviously. I haven't played this game in ages, don't play it much anymore. Plus, it is a social race, not an actual league race, so there will be corner cutting and track extending, stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to approach now the 5 lights, and they're going to be out, and away we go. We're third on the grid in the Red Bull. We've got Lucky Dog and Xbox One in front of us, so Ferrari made a better start than us up the inside into turn 1. We have to go wide to get away from him. There's 2 cars behind that collided. There was, I believe, Cushion Gamer and it's Eki, I believe. And while I'm talking about all that, the Ferrari's done an absolute corner cut there at turn, well, I think it's like turn 4 or whatever now. We're in the slipstream now, going the back straight, going towards a hairpin. We're going to look for the inside line, try and get the braking point right. We have broken a little bit too late, we almost did Nico Rosberg there. But luckily the Ferrari did the switchback rather than trying to hang around the outside. And he's got the position ahead of us, and now we're in 4th place behind the top 3. So hopefully we can actually stay with these guys. They are actual league races, so their pace will be quick and it will be hard to stay with them, especially as I am a little bit rusty. Plus the setup I used was very understeer as well. It's a very rush setup and I didn't feel very comfy with it. But anyway, on lap 4 they got about 2 per second gap to us, but they made a little bit of a collision there while battling. The Ferrari spun out completely into the wall. That was real Ralph, and that's going to be a bit fortunate for him. Obviously damages on in this race, so we have to make a trip all the way back to the pit lane. When I'm talking all that, Xbox One was also going very slowly. I didn't realise at this point he also had damage, from wing damage, and I tangled him there, going with the fast right-hander, and that's kind of my fault, if I'm honest. I should have seen really that I'd have front wing damage and be slow around there. So kind of my fault, but oh well, really, I paid for it. I don't think he really lost any time on his way back to the pit lane, and now I have front wing damage as well. So we're coming into the pit lane, getting rid of these option tyres, which is a bit unfortunate as I had planned to extend it for another 2-3 laps. But as you saw there, I got a penalty there for going into the pit lane, corner cutting into the pit lane, and that's an unfortunate glitch I've noticed on this game. You can corner cut normally out on the track, and you might get a little bit of a warning. That won't be too bad. But if you corner cut going to the pit lane on this game, it will just fucking wreck you. Like it's extreme with the penalties corner going to the pit lane. I think it's the same on Spain, on the Catalonia track, I'm not quite sure. But now lap 6, we've got Xbox One who made the piss. We actually jumped in the pit lane, and he's now got the position ahead of us. He's going to hold it around the outside. It breaks very late though for the hairpin. We're going to hold it back up his inside, but we understeer into him slightly there, into his side pod. It was a little bit of an accident, kind of like what Hamilton did on Button in 2014, if you remember. But now we're going side by side through the quick grind, and now going to the braking zone for this left-hander. Had major trouble on that corner, I don't know why. As Lexus 1 had the inside line, and easily with the option tyres giving a much better grip than my primes, got the position ahead of us. But now onto lap 9, Lexus 1 has made a pretty big mistake. I think his wheel spinned into the wall there, and now we're going to hold it round his outside as we got better traction off. We were the ones who didn't spin out. Our prime tyres aren't feeling that great either though, as we once again cock up that corner, and we actually get wheel spin. I think he might have hit the back of us and lost a bit of time, so it's a bit unfortunate. I don't think it was well, I didn't mean to do it. It probably was my fault though. Now onto lap 11, Lexus One's caught right at the back of us again. He tried to make a diving move up the inside of turn 2. Now going for turn 3, the quick left-hander is on our outside. He's going to have DRS. He's going to have much better straight line speed. We go side by side down the straight. Hopefully I can get my braking points right, unlike on lap 1. He's going to hold the inside line. He's going to brake late. He's ghosting. We go through him, and he actually span out from that, which is very unfortunate. Another glitch in this game I've noticed. That you can somehow make contact with people who are ghosting which is kind of ridiculous, really. I mean, I drove through him, there's no contact with my screen. It's ridiculous. We're now at 14, my prime tires are going off, and we make a bad error. We spin off, nearly hit the wall, but we're in the gravel trap. It's Eki and his Force India who's been behind us the entire race so far. He's got past us, so now, obviously, that's the time that's telling me to get off these prime tires. They're done for already. So now I go into the pit lane onto a set of option tyres. I'm not quite sure 2 options are last at the end here. I didn't quite stretch out the primes as long as I thought I would. As I just didn't really have the best tyre management either, if I'm honest. So I might have to do another prime stint after this. So now, in 3rd place, now make that 4th place as the Lotus gets ahead of us. We're going to have much fresher tyres. So I'm sure we'll be looking to get past him very soon. In fact, by lap 17, right in the back of Cushion Gamer, who's, I think, about to pit. He's probably still got 2 stops left to go. I've only got 1. And with DRS, we easily have passed him. I think he led us through, though, really. So that's nice on him. So I believe the person we're racing now to the flag will be It's Eki, as the other guys who are on the track at the moment, all I believe, have to make 2 stops left, or me and It's Eki only have to make 1. So he also undercut Eki with that pit stop we did, but now we run into the gravel while he was right behind us on lap 21, so that's a bit unfortunate now. So we're just going to hang out these tyres for another couple of laps until our pit stop, which we have done to lap 23. So now we're going to go into the pit lane, doing the undercut once again, as he runs slightly wide into the pit lane, get 1 of corner cut and a 10-second penalty. Remember what I said earlier about the pit lane, well, corner cuts being glitchy? That is glitchy as fuck. There's no way I gained 10 seconds there going to the pit lane. If this is a normal league race, I would get the penalty removed, but as it's only a social race, I didn't really mind that much. As it didn't really matter for anything. So lap 25, Iseki actually rejoined in front of us after that pit stop, as it did a little bit of track extending there. My apologies, as Ralph, Real Ralph I believe, goes into the pit lane for his final pit stop, and now it's just me and Iseki on the road, battling for 2nd place now. It's going to be a tense fight to flag. We're both on the same tyres. He's got 1 lap fresher tyres, so he might have the advantage here, and also he has track position at the moment obviously, but Hockenheim is a very... well, it's a fairly easy place to overtake him, really. In one place he can actually have good battles. As we saw last weekend Real Life Grand Prix, there's a few good battles out on the track. But now, we've got DRS on him, we're going up the outside of the hairpin, he just about gives us space. We're going to try and hold around outside, he turns in a little bit, doesn't give me much room on the outside. But that's okay, that's just hard racing. We weren't fully alongside him anyway. So, waiting for the next attempt now, which is lap 27. Once again, going through turn 2 and turn 3. He gets it all wrong though, and gets loads of wheel spin, gets a very compromised line through that section, and we have DRS, so we can easily get ahead of him. But he's in the slipstream though. I think he has better straight line speed for some reason. We're going to hold the inside line, even if he outbrakes us. We get the braking point quite right actually, and we're going to hopefully pull away from now on lap 27 and get a little bit of a gap. But this opened up to be a good battle until the end of the race, and it's been a good race so far actually, been very clean. I miss this about league racing. I've done no real league races on this game, after doing loads of the Xbox Racing League and stuff, and now he's going to go about inside in the fast right hand corner. We're going side by side. How we didn't crash, I don't know. That was actually good racing between us there. We just about gave each other enough room, as Xbox One has his fastest lap of the race. He's about 5 seconds behind us, so he's going to be catching us towards the end. I think it's on option tyres as well. But now lap 28, Iseki is going to have another attempt to get past us. Now I got DRS. We give him the inside line. I'm not quite sure why. I should have gone for the inside line myself, really. As we're going to try and hold his round, his outside again. We give him the room. We try to get better traction, but that doesn't really work, if I'm honest. That strategy was sort of null void. Now lap 29, we're right in the back of him still. He breaks very early for that corner. We're almost going around his outside there. As we now got the DRS, and then we're going to try and make a move up towards the hairpin, a bit far back, but the slipstream on this straight is very OP for some reason. Almost bar-like. He actually holds the inside line this time, so we have to once again try and go for the outside route. We ghost a little bit. We actually brake very deep that time, and we ran slightly off track. We're actually a bit closer now, going to the left-hander, so might make a move on the inside. No, he covers it off, so we have to go for the outside line instead. We're side by side now. No, I think he's just a bit ahead of us, and we actually understeer off the track a little bit there. So he's now got a few car lengths on us, but that was a good battle so far. Now lap 30. Xbox One is not far behind us. Still got DRS, and still right on the back of him. Well, he once again brakes very early for that corner, and we tap the back of him, but it also means we got a very compromised line going to the DRS straight, which is a bit unfortunate really, as now next lap 31, we're just about a second behind Iseki. That's the Xbox One who's caught up about 2 seconds on that last lap alone, and he charges on the inside, bit of a dive bomb if I'm honest, but I don't think he really pushes off him. I think that was more my understeer on the prime tyres. Obviously, it's just enough for 11 laps, is a bit of a stretch. And now lap 32, same point, lap 32. Iseki and Xbox One are going side by side. There's a good battle ahead of us. I'm hoping though it ends a carnage, though, so I can sneak through and gain second place. They're going side by side through the fast right hand corner, and they both spin each other out. This is fireworks to me. It's a disappointment for them. And we actually held on to second place, about 10 seconds ahead of the rest of the people. Well, actually about 5 seconds, so they're not that far behind. And we come through for second place, but with those penalties, it does knock us down, I think, to last place, actually, unfortunately, as we're not even on the podium. Look at that. It's a bit frustrating, obviously, with those glitched penalties. In a real life league race, those would be removed. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think that was worthy of an upload, as it was a very fun race. I enjoyed it immensely, and thanks for all those who took part and all those who are raced in this race, and Gorsh Crab for inviting me as well. It was good to do some league racing, side by side action and stuff like that again. It was fun to do, and I miss it from the days of F1 2013 and 2014. But hopefully, on F1 2016, the multiplayer will be much better, and we can return to league racing action and have more good moments like we did then. So I'll see you guys then for hopefully those moments in F1 2016. So I'll see you then. Palms out.